Finding satisfaction in second best. Knytimes.com. Subscribe. Digital/home delivery. Log in. Register now. Help. Homepage. Today's paper. Video. Most popular. Edition. US/global. Search all Knytimes.com. Fashion style. World. US. NY/region. Business. Technology. Science. Health. Sports. Opinion. Arts. Style, fashion, style, dining, wine, home, garden, weddings, flash celebrations, tea, magazine, global style, travel, jobs, real estate, autos, styles, Q plus A. Finding satisfaction in second best. Michael Appleton for the New York Times. The new book by Deborah Spar, the president of Barnard College, comes out Tuesday. By Joe D. Cantor. Published, September 13, 2013. Deborah Spar is the president of Barnard College and the mother of 3 children, and yet in her spare time she wrote a book about how women are trying to do far too much at once, using herself as a prime case study. In Wonder Women, Sex, Power, and the Quest for Perfection, which will be published on Tuesday, Ms. Spar argues that at every stage of life, from childhood to old age, women are straining to reach impossible standards. Related. Professor from Harvard to be Barnard president January 30, 2008. The Collection, a fashion app for the iPad. The one-stop destination for Times fashion coverage and the latest from the runways. Download it from the app store. Follow us on Twitter. Follow @KnitFashion for fashion, beauty and lifestyle news and headlines. Enlarge this image. Sarah Crichton Books. My generation made a mistake, Ms. Spar writes. We took the struggles and the victories of feminism and interpreted them somehow as a pathway to personal perfection. We privatized feminism and focused only on our dreams and our own inevitable frustrations. Over sushi in late August, Ms. Spar discussed why she stopped attending PTA meetings, how she figured out that her career would go better with a breast reduction, and the problem with 17-year-olds funding their own non-profit organizations. Q. In the book, you say that women have to stop trying to be flawless professionals, mothers, homemakers, cooks and athletes, and instead use a technique called satisficing to take the pressure off. What is satisficing? A. Satisficing is this concept in economics that jumped out at me as I was finishing the book. To satisfy is to settle for something that's second best. I use the term early. You don't want to go out there and say that women should settle for second best. But sometimes second best is really good, and second best is much better than fourth best or worse. Women in particular feel if I didn't become the top CEO or perfect mother, I'd somehow blown it. Do you satisfy? I do. I'd love to be the perfect mother to my children, but I'm not that every school performance. I'm not making them the hot breakfast every morning. I wasn't there at 8:30 this morning when my daughter left to go on her rafting trip. Your satisfying sounds like it still takes place at a very high level. Could you have accomplished all that you have while still letting go of things? I definitely think looking back that there are areas where cutting corners would have helped me be saner. I always remember one moment. I raced home from work, I was putting dinner on the table, and I was racing out the door to go to a PTA meeting. My son, who was all of 8 at the time, said, "Why are you doing this?" I looked at him and said, "It's very important to me that I go to your school." He said, "Why?" I said, "Well, I'm part of the community and this is about you and your school." And he said, "I want you home." It was one of those moments. I realized I was trying to be a perfect community member on top of being a professional and a mother, and I couldn't do it all. I stopped going to PTA meetings after that. Sheryl Sandberg's book and yours both help us understand the invisible barriers and penalties women face. Where do you come down tactically on how to face them? We now understand that overt ambition makes women seem less likable. No one wants to hit those notes, but if women keep tiptoeing around, nothing will ever change. I've taken some words of wisdom from my mother. Keep your powder dry. Pick your battles wisely. I try to be easy to get along with. I'm not aggressive or confrontational by nature. So when something's important, I'll fight for it and I'll fight hard, but I don't do it very often. In my last job, at Harvard Business School, I was known for speaking